Tried to get away from us one time when we was living down there with him. me and Hildred and the kids visited them in the motel. And they had a big swimming pool there, and so anyway, I had on my swimming trunks, and I was swimming, and I was at one end of the pool, and Mark, just a little fella, if he's any damn water around, he's getting it, and I don't give it to them.
Where is it? Where
he's getting it.
Right.
Well, next thing you know, he's in the deep end down there.
Oh, gosh.
And those three couldn't swim. They're not coming.
So they're not going near it.
All three hollering. And I'm at the other end, and I finally get to him. I get hold of his hair and pick him up like that.
I know.
It took me forever. I thought
I done something similar one time. Me and Anthony was helping my grandpa and daddy to build a boathouse over at Buck's Pocket. The Buck's Pocket Park. Well, neither one of us could swim.
Oh, you couldn't swim at that
No,
time?
I was little, and Anthony, I don't know if he can swim still today. I don't think so. But anyhow, me and my granddaddy had been carrying on about them little old jelly things that would get on limbs and stick out in the lake. He was calling them gizmos.
Yeah.
Because we was, what's that? What's that, Grandpa? What's that? That's a gizmo. Well, I had some 16-foot 2x4s there that they was using, building the boat dock, and Anthony he was trying to get one of them and pull it to us where we could check it out, and it was in the water. And every time he'd get close to it, he'd touch it, and it would push away instead of coming towards us. And he got stretched out there with that long two before. Next thing I know, kablooey. And the water was deep. We didn't know how deep it was because it was wintertime. Yeah. And he was doing like this talk, going up and down. Going up and down.
Straight up and down.
Straight up and down. Well, Daddy and my grandpa is at the other end of the, it was a long boat dock. We went all the way across, and and I had a little place for boats to go under. And I went to hollering, and then I jumped down on my chest. And when he come up, I grabbed him by the hair of the head. And I started pulling the hard as I could. They come running down the boat dock to us, and Anthony's a screaming. And then they got to me, and then Daddy reached down there. Of course, yanked him out. They was bigger than me, had long arms. They could reach down there and grabbed him, dragged him out, and Anthony got out. And Mona's about to jerk every hair in my head. it was my. Well, once I got him up out of the hair, then I tried to grab him, and then all I could grab was his head. I was about to kill him, but I thought he was drowning. He wasn't so much worried about the water, but I was about to kill him. Trying to save him. Oh, Lord.
It was a swimming pool. It was Carnegie. Andrew Carnegie came over from Scotland, more or less penniless, and he ended up. He was a billionaire. He had owned steel mills when they first started out and everything.
Yeah.
And anyway, he spent all his fortune. He donated pretty much his whole on libraries, Andrew Carnegie libraries.
Yeah.
And swimming. They had like a YMCA, except it was Andrew Carnegie It was a swimming pool, indoor swimming pool, and all this. It was real nice. Anyway, it was in Homestead where the steel mills was, and me and some of the neighbor kids, we was just hell probably. I left there when I was 10 years old, so this was 5, 6, 7, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we went down. We would go down there and to the swimming pool, and they had a high diving board. And I said, I was talking. I said, I'm going to jump off that high diving board next time down here. Well, hell, I couldn't even swim hardly at all, and I could make it all right, but I couldn't. Anyway, yeah, I done overloaded my damn mouth, so I climbed up there on that high diving board. And
When you look down.
Well, I looked down and I jumped in. Well, it's like you talking about. I would just come up and I couldn't get horizontal. All I could do was I was going up and down like this straight. They had a guard there, a lifeguard there. Anyway, he knew my dad. He told Dad about it. He come in and jerked me up there. But I just couldn't get to where I could get horizontal,
so you could swim.
I was just going straight up and down. That was a hell of a feeling. I never want to forget that. But I did. I jumped off the damn like a dumbass.
Well, it took me a little while to jump off the one down there at the park, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I never did
Jump
off that thing. Mama wouldn't let me because I wasn't that good a swimmer. And I seen that one little black boy down there drown, jumped off of there. But seen them pull him out of the lake with the rescue squad, you know, got down there and pulled him out. And his brother was a friend of mine. R.L. Moore, he's the one that come and rode my bicycle off a pier down there and drowned.
Yeah.
Nobody knew about it till a week later. But I never did dive off of it, but I had a buddy of mine that lived over there in a trailer park next to where we lived there, and in the house inside the park. I had the fence up back then, you know. And he'd get up there, and even in the wintertime, park would be closed, but we'd be fishing, and we'd be needing money or whatever for whatever, fishing tackle or, you know, snacks or whatever, go to Owen Couches and buy, you know, what we needed. But he would dive off that high dive in the wintertime, swim down to the bottom, and come up with chunks of mud and put it on the pier, and I'd pick out the change. People that, you know, diving off that thing and lose their money out of their pants pockets. And there he goes, load of rock.
That's that guy you doing.
Well, that's $100 right there.
Yeah.
That's that same truck that went by a while ago, ain't it?
That's the one that went down there empty. Yeah.
Shannon Jackson and
You said that's what he's
Phil Selvage. I got
He's doing a job for him.
Yeah, I've done part of it. I got more to do, but
He just brought home a load of rock from down there.
yeah, I brought home a pallet to work, do some underpinning on back of this place. But yeah, they getting out the rock. They've been getting out rock down there for years, and they got another place before we go off the mountain here, Swerging, you know, that they get them. But
the place where Anthony's got. How does he do? Does he bust that up or?
Well, he sold it, but he had a backhoe. He'd go in there and dig it out, and that's what they're doing. They digging it out. Once they get the top layers off, and they dig it out with their track hoe. And then they got a bunch of Mexicans working down there.
How did they get it busted up?
Well, most of it's in layers and already, small pieces. But the big boulders now, they'll just drag them out and they'll sell them whole. Sometimes they'll come back with a load of big boulders. But that one there had a load of some good rock.
Yeah.
But
Nice looking stuff.
yeah, that's what I laid last week on Phil's Salvage's house down here. But yeah, they selling the rock. They sell all over the South, I reckon. Maybe north, and I don't know. I think a lot of it probably goes to Atlanta and other places.
Some rock on our place too. Down there.
Well, he'd probably go over there and dig it out for you.
Probably.
He told me, said he wished he could have bought that land that Anthony sold. He sold it, a few years ago, I think. But
Needing some money.
I don't know. I think he got tired of messing with it. But you pretty much got to have a track hoe and help. You can't, when you by yourself. I used to get rock out. We used to get rock out when I was
used
a kid.
to help him some. And that ain't no easy job.
Not fun, is it?
No, it ain't fun.
We just
at all.
I had a place on the side of Kill Mountain. We could just get it off the top of the ground. I didn't have a tractor or nothing, or a backhoe or a track hoe. I just got it. We just pick it up, pitch it on the truck, which is hard enough. But,
Yeah.
They digging out hundreds and hundreds of tons.
The Mexicans trumping something back yet?
Well, I don't know if he knows
must be
about
hit
that.
pretty good back there. Evidently, those are his.
You could probably put on a black suit and get in a black SUV and drive down there, and they'd scatter in every direction. Of course, Shannon would probably shoot you down there running his help off. Yeah, I don't know if they're legal or not. But.
Yeah.
Hello, Crow Mountain, it's run out of business.
Yeah, it has, yeah.
Is it lost all of its?
Huh?
Did it lose all of its help?
Well, I don't know about that, but before this was all going on, I think that when the old man died, he had two daughters. One was living in Michigan or someplace, and the other lived right there. And so I guess she was helping them all the time. But they had Luke said they had a bunch of Mexicans up there, helping him. Because that's a big job on an
Oh,
orchard.
yeah. Yeah, and nobody wants to do that kind of work.
Ain't nobody wants to do that kind of work. And gathering that stuff, spraying it, doing whatever. There's always something to do with it.
Yeah.
And anyway, when the old man died, I guess, I don't know whether she sold it or what, but they went out of business. There's no orchard there. I mean, the orchard's still got to be there, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's running it or if anybody's running it? You'd think, I used to go out there and buy apples and peaches, and there's a bunch of trees out there. I don't know how many acres
I know,
they are.
they got peaches and apples, and they did let this guy, he would stand out there, he would be in the parking lot there, but he sold blueberries. They didn't sell blueberries, but they said they let him there because it would draw people there,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he would the old man had a blueberry place, and he would pick them and
just have them
sell them right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
I hate they went out of business. Somebody ought to be running that thing. That's a lot of trees.
Sold it, you'd think that they'd want to keep it going.
I know the trees are there. I mean, you can.
Yeah.
But do they have
you can go out of
anything
business, but the trees are going to be. But there's the trees are a lot of work. There's a lot of stuff to do in the wintertime and the
Keep 'em
spring
from-
and then the picking season. Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta
There's a period of time when you don't have to do anything with
Cut them
it.
back some during the winter, right? Don't to keep them producing. Don't you have to trim them back?
Yeah, you have to prune them. Yeah,
Prune them and stuff like that.
Spray
Get
them
the
and
dead off of it and all this stuff. You got the insects and this, and then they got the deer now too. You know, they had to get them off of them.
Yeah.
We planted, Danny and I planted about 10, 12 trees out there, and the damn deer ate all the leaves off the trees. All we got is sticks sticking in the ground. I don't know whether they'll come back next year or not.
Yeah, they may not. If they can't, it won't even let
They
them grow.
big dollars. I guess we got about $600, maybe more. Yeah.
yeah.
That's crazy. You'd think they'd let them at least grow a little bit.
I finally we come together and went on the damn line and got these apparatus that solar systems, and they stick in the ground and any motion and it puts out a high frequency noise.
That'll send them running.
Yeah, I'm supposed to. And then the light will go flashing on the thing. So
That's
I don't know.
definitely a scare one. The light would definitely send them somewhere.
anyway, we got them things sit out there now. And maybe that'll
Keep them
it'll work. Yeah.
Yeah. Damone, that's what you need for the varmints around here.
Well,
Yeah,
folks,
they're good for raccoons. Anything.
Raccoons.
Anything.
That
you
likes
stick 'em
to
in the
get
ground.
in.
Yeah, I'll send you that. What we got.
yeah,
You want it?
check it out. Yeah. I ain't had no problem with deer here, although we've seen some young'uns run across the yard. But
The other side.
I've got 3 apple trees out there I planted, but I ain't had no problem with deer.
Well,
but,
once they're up and established, that's one thing. But
Yeah.
these are just new.
New.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, I planted them back
But,
last fall, so
Luke said
man,
that they had they
Raccoons
had
and
problems
other
out
stuff.
there at Crow Mountain. Yeah. Let's see.
this is pretty close to the house, and there's noise going on around here all the time. That probably keeps them scared off for the most part.
Yeah.
Although the possums come up here and eat cat food. But
Possums.
Gosh, I hate a possum.
I do too. There's before he fixed it, there's baby possums coming in through a little hole
Uh-huh.
that he hadn't patched up good yet. And I had 4 possums, four baby possums, and 4 nights in a row.
Oh gosh.
He had to, he trapped them.
I trapped them up and took them off.
Took them off and gave them a better home away from here.
Off the mountain on the other side.
I hate a possum.
I do too.
I just hate the way they look.
I do too.
Well, them little ones was cute.
What?
Some of them old ones now, them things is ugly. Them big old ones.
Yeah.
There's some of them baby ones are cute.
I'd hear a chomping, and I'd see my cat
Yeah.
and see the dog that was in the house.
Yeah.
Neither one of them was in the kitchen where I was hearing the chomping.
Yeah.
So I'd sneak up, walk around in the corner, and there would be a possum eating the cat food.
Oh god.
My friend Lavelle Jackson, he would gripe about that all the time, but he would feed the possums and the cats. He wouldn't do anything with it. Let me see. I don't have your number, so I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send it to Mary and she. I was worried that they'd get in my corn, but I didn't have no problem with it. The only thing it was, that corn got taller than my house, and then the wind blowed it down about the 4th time it blowed it down.
Uh-huh.
It stayed down, most of it. Although about half of it stayed up, but
Uh-huh.
it'd get blowed down, then it'd stand back up. A day or two later, blow back down again, stand back up. Finally, it got tired of standing back up. I still got quite a bit out of it, but
Yeah, you can look in there on the grate. He's got some of that purple and or red and
well, it's Jimmy Red and
Jimmy Red. And,
Hickory King.
yeah.
I got it in there drying out.
Drying out.
where I can.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty.
Oh yeah, you did go in the bathroom
Yeah,
the other day.
that's really pretty. That's
Yeah.
pretty stuff.
It gets dried out. I'll make us some cornbread, and y'all come out
There you
and
go. Yeah.
try our
Oh,
cornbread.
Sugar, when I carry him off to the
Meal.
mill, yeah, he kept some white corn for his cornmeal. He had his regular field corn that was for his cow feed.
Yeah.
He would take a bunch of that to have ground up in some hay with that,
Yeah.
and he put some molasses. Have them put molasses in it.
Oh.
And you smell it. It just smelled good, you know. Anyway, in the big sacks that he had, you know.
Yeah. And that was for the cows with the
That was for
molasses.
his cow feed. Yeah, his milk cow. He had a milk cow.
Okay.
That's the only cow he had was a milk cow. And anyway,
The molasses. Did that make his milk taste sugar?
No, that was sweet feed. That was just good for the
Oh,
it was
okay.
no problem.
Okay.
But anyway, he would take. He had this white corn that he kept separate. That was for his cornmeal, and he would have them grind that. And out there at the mill, it had two little things coming down. It had one, it was grinding, and then it had another that was taken off of that, and a little bit that was theirs. The mill got this little bit that was coming off, and
That was their pay.
that was their tithe or whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
that was their part of it. So you didn't buy it, you didn't have to pay anything for it. They got theirs.
Well, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you had to pay for the sorghum, and then
Yeah.
when you had this other stuff ground up, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was cool.
he could. He had this new truck and all, but he couldn't read and write, so he couldn't never get a damn driver's license. So I would drive him where he needed to go.
Yeah.
But he
That's
was
so
so
bad.
smart. He was a smart man.
You'd think they'd give him an oral test for that.
He probably just didn't want to go try.
You know.
If he had anything broke around there, one of his nephews would be out there, they'd say, well, let me get that for you, Hubert. Buddy will take care of that. Oh, man.
Y'all don't worry about it. Buddy will take care of that.
Oh, man, we about ready?
I'm ready whenever you are, baby.
I reckon.
You need some peppers?
No, I'm good. Hell, I had too many of them today. Well, they're awful good in the morning. I can't.
You can't keep
Two, if I eat two, I'm okay, but I had three this morning, so. I've been using some aloe.
Then for that burn, huh?
I sure do like them, though.
Yeah, me and Mary been eating some here and there when we think about it. But I got so many doggone, which I got 3 half-gallons right now fermenting. A little over, I got 1 pound of Tabasco peppers fermenting. For all of that, I'm going to make sauce, hot sauce. But then I got 3 or 4 bags of more peppers that I'm either going to have to make more hot sauce or dehydrate them and make powder. So,
Yeah, you can put the
yeah, they good for seasoning chili. I can season up some chili, get you burning good, set you on fire.
chili, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Harry don't know more.
I don't make anything anymore. I don't cook it.
No.
I mean, my supper is cornflakes or some damn thing.
When they make
like
some
that.
chili, we'll put you some in a container and bring it to you, because I don't help him eat much of that.
no, she don't hardly eat chili for some reason.
I love chili.
Danny was there this morning, and he said he had to get home and put on a pot of stew.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, when I make stew, I said you got a lot of carrots. I like to have a bunch of carrots in my
Yeah,
stew. I don't think you can put too many carrots
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah. It's carrots and I love
Yeah,
potatoes.
potatoes.
Onions.
Onions,
And
yeah.
onion, yeah.
And that's the main thing you need there in there.
Yeah.
Just that.
I like celery and
Yeah,
Celery, yeah.
Celery, yeah.
Yeah.
Celery, yeah.
Yeah.
I made a roast here the other day. Well, a couple weeks ago, I guess now,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
in the crock pot.
you can't get enough carrots in there though, I tell
Yeah.
you that.
But nowadays there ain't enough meat to put a hundred carrots in it because you get